that was easy. Avs win over the San Jose Sharks 3-0.
Oh my goodness gracious! Wasn't it time? Score! Justice is served!
There is not a ton to this game. It was a quality one from the Avs. There were really 3 times when the game ever felt in question. An early power play for the Sharks, in the second period at the beginning of it when the Sharks pushed back, and the Sharks' ultimate no-goal in the third period. Other than that, it was pretty well in hand for the Avalanche throughout the rest of the game. I don't think the Avs did anything particularly special in this game. It was just a couple of things coming together. One, the Avs getting healthy, having Philip Grubauer and Mikko Rantanen in particular in the lineup made them significantly better. And 2, the Sharks are not the best team in the league. So that made the Avs' job pretty straightforward. What did make it more impressive is the Avs played the majority of the game with just 5 defensemen, with Ryan Graves getting an elbow to the head and missing after about 6 or 7 minutes into the first period. Don't want to speculate too much on the injury, but you get hit to the head, the first thing everybody thinks of there is concussion, so we will see. After that, the Avs get a pair of power plays in the first period, and they manage to get the job done on both of them. Yep. Mikko Rantanen makes the power play a lot better. Hey look, it's Mikko Rantanen about to straight up just take a puck away to keep the Avs in possession in the offensive zone. Pretty cool that he adds that to the team. The Avs work it around on Mikko's side before Cale Makar decides to get into space and take a shot from the outside. It's a very good shot that gets through the defense. Landeskog stepping in front for the screen and puts the perfect tip on it. 1-0 Avs. Almost exactly 2 minutes later, on another power play, the Avs working it around up high. Makar, again, working it to Rantanen. Look at how much more teams commit to that side with Rantanen over there. They are afraid of him. Rantanen suckers people in, sauces it back to Makar. Makar says, you know what, I'm just going to shoot it again. Another perfect shot that gets through the defense. Landy screening in front. Doesn't need to tip it this time because it's a beautiful shot right into the net. Jones never saw it. Alright, so I know Mikko is the guy the Avs got back on that power play unit, but Cale Makar was on fire in this hockey game. He just looked like a man possessed. Still sitting at over a point per game on the season, Makar is pretty amazing. I don't think the Avs have ever had a defenseman like him. In fact, I'm sure of it. He is truly the future of their blue line, no matter what. The 2-goal lead would hold. Of course, the Avs end up shutting them out in this game, so it just never really got close. As I mentioned, the Sharks did push back a bit at the start of the second period, but once the Avs weathered that, they completely dominated the second period, as they normally do. And the domination in this game, yes, they got a good amount of shots on goal, but they also gave up almost nothing dangerous. I don't know what it is, but when this team plays in front of Philip Grubauer, everything just clicks, and the defense plays better than it does in front of weaker goaltenders. Is it a layer of comfortability? Probably to a certain extent, but there's something more to it than that. With no goals scored in the second period, you're moving right along. As I mentioned, the Blues did score a goal in the third period, but it was ultimately ruled to be offside. I thought it looked pretty clear, even without a quality angle. Not a whole lot to it. The Avs challenged it immediately, and it was officially ruled to be offside. And here's where the problem with this game crops up. The Avs had already lost Ryan Graves, and then in the third period, they lose Sam Girard. Is it mostly a freak play? I think so. We'll take a look at it here. It's a pretty normal play. Girard chasing a puck back that doesn't quite roll far enough, fast enough for icing. This allows LeBanc to contest Girard for the puck legally. This is all fine. As LeBanc comes in, he catches up to Girard and the puck in just a dangerous area right around the goal line. Now, Girard has to slam on the brakes and tries to cut in to go around his net with the puck here. He's pretty heavily inset on those edges. As LeBanc comes in, certainly gets the stick in on him, but that's allowed. There's nothing wrong with that. And as they come together a little bit, Girard starts to slide out. Is there a little bit of contact there that could be considered dangerous? Yeah, probably, but also that's pretty hockey play-like. It's an unfortunate situation that frustrates me because Let's face it, San Jose has no route to the playoffs. The Avs have already clinched. There's something more to this season beyond the regular season for the Avs, and it sucks that they have to put themselves in dangerous situations like this and potentially risk injury that could affect them into the playoffs. Girard goes into the boards. You're going to see his right leg kind of crumple up against the boards, turn awkwardly, and ultimately crumple up under his body, and then he takes a while to get up as McKinnon gets into it. It just sucks. This sucks. It just sucks that the Avs are in this position and that they could potentially lose Girard for a long time. I'm not going to speculate on what the injury is specifically, but it definitely wasn't a great look with Girard leaving the ice and not returning to the game. He was also pretty upset as he left the ice, so I guess we'll wait and see and just hope for the best. If, in fact, the Avs do lose Girard, a key piece to their defense for a long-term amount of time, that's hard to take. Yes, you have to play all of your regular season games, and yes, there's an inherent risk every time you play hockey for injury, but it's a little bit cruel if Girard misses time leading into the playoffs because this Avs team is a lot better with him on it. Ultimately, the Avs finish the game with just 4 defensemen. Shout out Connor Timmins, who looked quite good in this game. Maybe find a way to earn himself a roster spot. But that's all there is. The Sharks pull the goalie. Mikko Rantanen is ultimately the one to put it in the back of the net, and that's your 3-0 final. The result is nice. The Avs get 2 points. Vegas loses on the night, so they are still in a battle for that first place spot in the West. But speaking for myself, I'll take second place if it means that Girard and Graves are healthy and the Avs have a, outside of EJ, healthy decor coming into the playoffs. Enjoy the win. Hope for the best on the injury front. On to the next one. That is the end of this game video review. Thank you for watching. Head over to thednvr.com. Support us. Consider signing up for a membership. I am Rudo, and no more injuries, I believe.
Avalanche time, come on, grab your friends. We're going to the playoffs again with Nate the dog and Gabe the big. The fun isn't over yet. It is Avalanche time.